Another preseason game and more minutes in the lads' legs. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So, apology for how I sound at the minute. I am very much full of cold. Summer cold in full thing. But we've been playing Real Murcia. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how you say it. But yeah, so started okay in this game. First bit of it looked like we were doing fairly well. We were holding on for a bit, but Pierce Charles played some really good football. The first half lineup was Charles, Glover, Iorfa, Femuo, James, Backington, Fuser, Bannon, Johnson, Windaff, and Smith. And we had some really good bits of work with the ball, but weren't being able to get any final cutting edge up top. But I thought Charles pulled off some great saves. He really did. Out of the whole of that first half, he looked very good. I was very impressed with how he played. He playing the ball at his feet. And this is the thing, if we are looking for a keeper, we are definitely looking for someone who can play the ball at their feet. And that the way is how we're going to play going forward. And we did okay. We had a bit of the thing where we were knocking the ball around, trying to hold the ball up, seeing how we could make little patterns and triangles and trying to knock it about. But there weren't anything that was really clear-cut going forward. We had the odd ball that went forward and we had shots, but they weren't really properly on target. They were there or thereabouts. I was just impressed with how we kept the ball and we were doing. But when we did get into a bit of trouble, we were getting into trouble at the back at times. And at times it was really difficult to see our play at the back and not go, oh, we could be in trouble here with certain bits of it. But there was a bit where Charles pulled off a great save and then Glover did some great defending as well and really put his body on the line. First half, though, there was a little bit of bad news for Wednesday, and it's not the news we want. Marvin Johnson went on to the end of a ball from, I think it was Bannon or Reece James, it's one or the other, and as he was going for it, as he finished his run, he pulled up and started to try and stretch his leg, and he was like looking around the knee area, so hopefully he just needs to get some ice on it, rest it up, and see how he is. But Johnson pulling up and coming off was not what we needed right now. We could have done without that at all. And he had to come off, and it's a shame, really, because he was looking okay. Windaff did some really good play as well, trying to keep the ball. And Cook came on for Marvin Johnson. And we just did quite well keeping the ball, knocking it about a bit. You can see what we're trying to do. And you can see why the lads have all said patience. We need to have patience with it because it's going to need a little bit. But it did look okay. I thought Fuser had another good game. Backinson has looked really good again. Wherever he got him playing at the minute, he actually looks a lot better in this team with the way he's playing. And we go into half-time 0-0, which is great because we've not really kept the clean sheet this pre-season. Again, it's all about getting minutes into the boys' legs, so it's not too much an issue there. But we do make changes at half-time. Charles, Femuo, James, Fuser, Glover, Bannon, Windaff, and Smith all come off. On come Dawson, Awitway, Adatoro, Flannery, Volks, Shipton, Byers, and Gregory. This will be Volks' first time playing in, and Byers getting a run as well. It'll be interesting to see how Shipton does in that second half. Gregory has a really good chance, and it's a really good bit of keeping by their goalie. He just keeps hold of it really well. But Shipton's doing really well, trying to move things off the ball, making faith, making it so it works. You've got Adatoro at the back looking absolutely like a beast. He really is. Commanding the box at the back really well. Volks looking decent. Bayer didn't get much of it, but we were trying things. Then we have the situation where not Bayer, Backinson had a shot, and it was a really good hit, to be fair. And he had to make the keeper work for it. The keeper had to make a save. But Glover and Fuser returned to the pitch with Backinson and Iorfa going off. But as we're winding down, you're seeing us just keep the ball a little bit better, keeping it close at it, knocking it around a bit, trying to make those passes work, trying to get into face. And again, I like the style of play so far. I think if we had some attacking flair to it, I think we could be really onto something, because the players seem to be buying into this. But when we have one of the water breaks again, you could see Sicko just turning around to players going, we need to do this, go to this, going round to the players who we want to talk to. And I'm saying, do I go here, Gaffer, or do I go there? And you could tell that he was trying to get it information to him. He did it with a Whitway. He did it with Dawson. He did it with Shipton. I thought Shipton actually looked really good in this game in the second half. I think he just managed to do bits of skill to get round his player and did really well on the ball, and it was looking like he was really improving a lot of his play and just being in and around it. We have a really good champ by Adatore, and the cross comes in by Volks, and the header goes over, but he comes crashing in at the back. And he is a big lad. He built like a brick shit house. And he's what you need at this level, really. He does look really good at the back. I believe he's only 21, but he's looking really good at the back so far. And if we could get him to a position where he can do well, he's 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". So it's interesting how big of a unit he is, and that kind of thing could be very handy in the championship. But going forward, though, it's a 0-0 draw. We kept the clean sheet, which is great. We've been trying to keep a clean sheet for a while in the preseason games. It's what Sicko said he was trying to improve on next. And it looked like the players had a good run out again, played some good football. The only downside is that knock to Marvin Johnson. And you hope it is just a knock, like he just overran something, you go from there. But they played some really good football. They knocked it around a bit, kept it, got balls into the box, tried to make chances. You could tell we were trying to use a bit more wing play as well. And we were trying to get crosses into the box, which was looking good. And all in all, I'm pretty happy with how that game went as a preseason game goes. I think it got the right amount of minutes into a lot of the players. I think they look like they're still taking on what's been said by Sicko, and really just you're seeing what the evolution of when they could be next season with how we're playing at the minute. And you know what? The more you watch it, the more you think it could improve a little bit. And again, it is only a preseason friendly. It is only a preseason friendly, and it's all about minutes. And that's the thing. It's all about minutes, and that's what you want at this time. You want to get the minutes into the legs. Yeah, we are kind of missing we're missing some flair and a bit of stuff, but we're gonna have to see what happens soon, because it's going to. I don't think it can be one of those really weird ones where we're gonna have to just be patient on all things with the club. Sadly, I think it is. But we definitely need to start getting players in sooner than later, and that's the issue at the minute. Because if you don't start getting them in soon, we're gonna really, really, really struggle in some games, especially when they start coming quick and fast. Granted, the transfer window's still open for a month in August, and I still think we'll get players in. But it's all about getting minutes into the legs. It's not really about the result itself. The result itself doesn't really matter for me. I think if you do it in the way that it's been done and getting the minutes into legs, then maybe we see better things. Granted, we haven't scored any. We've only scored the odd goal so far, and that's my issue at the minute. We're not getting any clear chances yet in front of goal and burying them. So we'll see what happens. But it was a good one. A lot of youngsters look good and caught the eye. They've had a very, very hard week. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm all right with that one. 0-0. It is what it is. And we move on to the next one on Friday. And then we'll be coming home. So yeah, when to get a good run out versus them. And we'll go from there.